why there are hairs in Tommy and Rhea's dinner. I'm Milton, son of a carpenter. My dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter. I get to tell parables. And this is my graphic art. My hijacked lifeline and my hijacked graphic art livelihood is demonstrated when you try to call me. 424-229-4140. And it's also your hijacked lifeline and graphic art live. Whatever livelihoods you do, I can trap folks into your business with what I design. So it's you not reaching a customer, whatever boring thing you get. Phone ringing, error message, busy signal. Get to leave a message, I don't get it. You don't show up on my caller ID, my call log. Check and see if you show up on your own call records. Make a video of you trying to call me, 424-229-4140, and whatever boring thing you get. Not going to be boring. You need firemen, police, paramedics, and it's money out of your pocket every day because you call up countless other customers to get that boring thing. Phone ringing, error message, busy signal. They don't get back to you when you leave messages. So that someone else who's a bigger name in your business can get the business. Make a video of your hijack call to me. I'm the tip of the iceberg as far as censorship of America's lifelines. Make a video of your Gates livelihood and hijacked lifeline. Now, yes, this is my Tami parable, and let me explain in these. I've started doing some saints. I did them a while back, and I've got a few more going. Kind of like the day, and the feast day for tomorrow is included with the day, and today's. I picked a saint with today's feast day. Oh, excuse me, I got an itch. So I hope to get caught up, and you can download from my Flickr. Oh, go to daffodilia.blogspot.com or DAFFODILIA. Don't forget the www up front, and www.christcomplex2, the number 2, the digit 2, .wixsite.com/daffodilia. There you hit the heart. The other daffodilia, you have to look for the link. You hit the heart up at the left on the top there, and it'll take you to what I designed today. I hope to get this in after I run across the street and get some milk and some other groceries. So I want to make this Tommy as quick as I can. And oh, I lost my train of thought. I'm thinking about the pudding I want to make. Get some instant pudding. I got a nice whisk and makes it real nice. Oh yeah, Tommy. No, I'm Chinese, but I've been doing the oh, there I am. Doing the growing a new body, gotta grow a whole new. It's the brown-eyed, brain competing with the blue-eyed brain. Sometimes the vocal cords in the same manner get mixed up. But another it. Yeah, I got the saints there, and you can go to that site, hit the heart, hit the link, go to flickr.com/photos. It might be in there. I can never remember what Flickr's is as far as the links, but you go there and you can download the image and print it out for tomorrow, the day. For Saint Secundus, is that tomorrow, 29th? See if I can get that Flickr. The Daffodilia. It's hurting my neck because every time I turn away, I don't usually turn. The brown-eyed muscles being taken out, the blue-eyed muscles growing in place. Melton, did I miss it? I missed it. I've seen a lot missing. Let me see. Naked House of Yahoo. Flickr.com. I don't think it showed up. Maybe I just missed it. Flickr.com/photos/Immaculate House. That's my, it goes with Immaculate House at yahoo.com. Now let me get to my Tommy parable and my sugar check. Tommy, stuck his right arm in the woodchip because, his boss, Chinese streets, want complete loyalty. Blind obedience, he's told, as a test of loyalty, to stick his right arm in the wood chipper. He did that. Lefty saw what was going on with righty and wisely jumped off. Remember, Milton's parables are wrapped in symbolism. If you see something bad happening to someone who is the right arm to your left arm, don't let it happen to you. Jump off. Now Tommy, he got a big promotion. He met his girlfriend Rhea. He does a mean snake dance. Always talks with a lisp. He likes to stick his tongue out a lot. He's scaly. And now that he's missing both arms, he does a mean snake dance. He snaked his way into Rhea's heart on the dance floor of the snake pit. Been there ever since. And Rhea's got a grandpa in Alabama who has some nice exotic southern recipes for beaver, for raccoon, for porcupine, for all kinds of things. And it turns out that the recipes for beaver work quite well for cat. And Tommy went with Rhea on a trip through the South to meet the grandpa in Alabama. And he thinks of him as his grandpa now because he's always got a new recipe for cat. And he calls him up 300. Yeah, that's your family's lifeline. It's an electronic device. Pick up your family's lifeline, try to call me, your glucometer, and see it not working. Then come see me in person. Be in this imagery. Now, be in my videos. Tommy's home on his day off, and Rhea's working, and Grandpa calls. So he doesn't want to miss a good recipe, so he gets the pad and paper, and he writes down the recipe. Word for word from Grandpa. Rhea keeps a pad of paper by the phone just for such an occasion. As he always claims, if you've ever seen those pencils, public places perhaps that have all the bite marks, it might be Tommy. So, Rhea always carries her own pencil around. But he writes down the recipe and he quickly, he says, "Bye, Grandpa." And he hangs up. He calls Rhea at work. He says, "Stop by pet store. Get cat. Got new recipe." And Rhea's done this a lot. Let me see those eyes growing anew. She's got it, because if you go back to got it down to a science. If you go back to the same pet store, and you keep getting new cats, you can only use so many excuses. Ran off. It got catnapped. This, that, the other. So she's got a big list. LA is a big place. LA County is a big place, and she just goes to a different pet store. She and Tommy go to even vets and say, "Do you have any leftovers? We'll make them a great family, a great home." And so she picks up that cat, and yes, you got to work quick, but it's getting more daylight. She does the nasty stuff, the mean stuff, out in the back. And she likes to do it alone because Tommy tells her she's skinning the cat wrong, coming from the top back, and Tommy says you gotta start at the tail. So she always tries to do that on her own, and she's got it in there, and she and Tommy are cooking. Oh, I've lost my light. I don't have it yet. That's the problem. She ain't better than a little bit better. It's very readable. It's just the getting the hang of GIMP and what to use with GIMP. So she's in there cooking with Tommy and got the recipe. And it turns out it's a recipe for porcupine. And you know, beaver makes the best recipe for cat cooking. So when it comes to the end, Grandpa told him to make sure you put the quills from the porcupine in for flavor, but make sure to tell your guests to eat around the quills. And yes, Tommy, he says, well, we don't have quills. Well, let's go. The skin of the cat out in the back. I hate to be gross. Don't write me letters, guys. They're going to be stolen if you do write me letters. Certified, FedEx, UPS, any private carrier. Not one bit of Flight 93 check mail in over 9 years of asking. No certified mail from FedEx, UPS, United States Postal Service, none of that. In those 9 years, nothing about the Osama rumor that Obama is Osama's son. I didn't think of anything of it myself till I put two of the photos side by side. I saw, look at the eyes. Oh, come on. It's 2018. Don't be a hater. But not one bit of Osama rumor stuff. But yeah, I don't go by the Osama rumor or the fact that Obama grew up in Africa to be closer to his dad during those formative years, then on to Hawaii and Harvard, and then to be placed at that strategic point in history right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Usains. And I hear you're saying Obama gets a little angry every once in a while, so good thing we got him out. I had to. It was 8 years. Now they got the buffoon Trump in there, and can you believe the comedy? Expelling Russian diplomats to dissuade that, to shake that rumor that Putin is his boss, is Trump's boss. Can you believe that? It's like a farce, a comedy. But anyway, not one bit of mail. I don't support either one of those. We need real leaders, guys. So make that video of America's High-Tech Lifelines and post it. 424-229-4140. Call it Trump's phone gate. I use the text I try to say often. Whatever boring thing you get. Not going to be boring. Need a fireman, the police, paramedics. Yeah, this is my case livelihood. I could use a nice florist. I could design you some nice contact imagery. 4 to a 4x6, that's 9 cents if you shop right. Print it out, laminate, and you got a lot of business cards. A whole lot better than those paper ones. But you can't reach them by phone. You can't get that done. And yeah, that's what the text says. A boring thing. It's not going to be boring. You need to firemen, police, paramedics, and money in your pocket every day. And up at the top, I say a Flight 93 check is. I don't always explain that whole thing to Flight 93 check is you trying to call me. Not reaching me, not knowing when else your phone won't be allowed to work. Make that video, post that video, and yes, Tommy goes outside, gets the hairs, puts it in the recipe, and it's kind of it would be a lot easier to eat around the quills. Now it's some exotic southern recipe for porcupine. It's not as easy to eat around the hairs. So it's not too good a recipe. So she'll have to call up her grandpa and tell him, don't give him anything other than the beaver recipes. They make the best check and post and 5 stuff, and it's 15 minutes. I better shut it down after I switch to the new one. Yeah, I gotta take it off. They said something in downtown LA about my imagery, and I had to take it off there. So I like being able to go over and get some food and all of that, but I always take off my imagery in case you run into me in the Target across the street. Here's my latest. Here's this morning's. And here's my latest. Come see me. We'll travel showing the perfect skyline to build Jesus' immaculate house. Again, best people to tell me in person. What do we need in that house to inspire the future and the present greatness with? When you see someone other than me, my changing eyes and those 19,000 soon to grow a little bit larger. Graphic art photos, my portfolio at, you can find all of this stuff there at www.daffodilly.blogspot.com and other sites as well will have links. You see someone other than me, my changing eyes there, someone has torn down the great wall of evil around me. That same one that places Trump and Hussein. And we started to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Brown part slowly being eaten away by the white part there. Bigger blue circles growing in through and around. Come see me. Tell me where to place at one of those 1,000 points of light. Let's get started on that.